So right now I am right outside my gate. It's about an hour before boarding will begin. And I got here an hour ago and I just got through security, which means it took over an hour to get my tickets, make sure that I was eligible to travel to London and Dubai. I had to show them literally all of my documentation. It's a real hassle. I'm wearing an N95 mask as well. I'm wearing goggles to keep safe. Everything is very, very complicated now. Traveling is a hassle and a nightmare, especially for going abroad. TSA pre-check is not pre-check anymore at DFW airport, other than not having to take off my shoes, not having to take out my computer. The line gets hogged by people who are not pre-check and have to go through, or not familiar with the American security process, which is a real shame. So now I'm gonna just go through the terminal, wait for my flight, and we'll see what happens. Now, what I was told was that my bags will be checked through to Dubai, but in London, I'm gonna have to check in again with British Airways to prove that I'm eligible again to travel through to Dubai. So I'm clear to travel through London, but they might check me at a gate again, but I'm basically clear to travel through to London. And now I just have to take my flight there and prepare to go to Dubai afterwards. So I'm at the Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport, Terminal D Admiral's Lounge. I'm here because the flagship lounge, to which usually business class people have access, is closed due to the pandemic. And right now I'm just staying here and relaxing until boarding begins my flight. The service here has been extremely pared down. There's no more hot buffet meals. In fact, I don't think any of the food is hot. There's only water, tea, cookies, cheese, hummus, finger food, which I don't understand why you would want to serve finger food here, but that's what it is. And fresh fruit. So it's a very limited selection. I don't even think there's alcohol, but you know, that's okay. During this pandemic, everything has been significantly limited. I've switched out my mask for a better fitting mask. So I was about to have a mini heart attack when I was checking in. So my flight plan is to go from Dallas-Fort Worth to London Heathrow, and then I have a 14-hour layover in London. And after that, I'm going to take a red eye from London to Dubai. Now, when I was checking in, I almost had a mini heart attack because there are different travel restrictions for London and Dubai. And while checking you in, they have to make sure you meet every single one of the requirements. And so I was ready, but at the check-in counter, the agent thought accidentally that Dubai only allows permanent residents in. And I said, I'm a visitor, but you know, it's open up for tourism again. And she said, no, you can't go for tourism, but I'll double check. And sure enough, obviously I was right, because I've done my research, and why would I go on this trip if I can't even enter the country? So, you know, I got every COVID test, every passenger health form filled out, shown, and just hoping that I can make it to Dubai. These goggles make me look extremely silly, but you know, what other choice do I have for protecting myself while flying? So today I'm going to be flying business class from Dallas to London. There's only 3 people in a cabin of like about 40 something seats. So I'm expecting it to be very safe. And if we need to move around, hopefully the flight attendants will let us do that. But I'm fairly confident that I can be spaced out from people, have some empty seats in between. It's a very empty flight, and that I'll be able to make it to London within 9 or 10 hours. So I'll be arriving at London around 6 a.m. So I expect to get some sleep on this flight, and hopefully my body won't be too tired. I boarded the plane. I'm ready to go. I've deep cleaned the area of my seat, and there's very few people on this flight. Only if like 10 people walk past me. So I think this is going to be a safe flight. Okay, about to land in London. This is my first time in Europe, so very excited. Arriving here in very early morning before dawn. See outside my windows. Probably see what I'm guessing is greater London, and it's in all its glory at night with all the lights. I just had to clear security again for some reason, despite not leaving the terminal secured area. And I just realized how fortunate we are in America to have TSA pre-check. Only in the United States can you pay money to get out of security measures. So I take out my laptop, my 311 bag of liquids. Oh, God. It's 8 a.m. local time. I arrived about 2 hours ago. I'm very tired because it is 2 a.m. in the US and I sleep before 2 a.m. these days. And the sun's rising, it's beautiful, but I want to go to sleep so bad. I got an English breakfast, which is that. Eggs are really bad. And I do not know if I want to try black pudding. It smells disgusting. But, you know, I think I should be more culturally aware. Anyway, I'm about to pass out. One thing I'm very excited about is the drinking age here is not a ridiculously high age, like 21. And I'm 20 and a half, which makes it all much worse. But got 2 bottles of booze from the duty free, and I guess I'll enjoy it in Dubai, where, well, the age to import alcohol is 18, so we're good to go.